Tries to get it over to Waddell, but stolen by Johnston. Johnston breaks right to left for Cal Poly. Terminates her dribble at the volleyball hash mark about 30 feet out. Right wing far side. Tamara Wells, the senior from Riverside, in for Cal Poly. Curls to the right of the circle. Picked up by Rhaya Neabors. Wells terminates her dribble. Resets with Clancy. 14 to shoot for Cal Poly. Clancy, right of the circle, 20 feet from the bucket. Below the wing, back to Wells against Morris. She drives baseline, 5-6, is rejected from behind by Alyssa. Trishanti away with the ball, left to right moves Nottingham for UCR. Right corner, near side, Brittany Waddell over to Rhaya Neabors, right baseline. Neabors lays it up softly and in. 9-7, the bucket by Neabors, ends a 7-0 Cal Poly run. Tick down under 15 minutes remaining in the first half. Here's Cal Poly right to left. Bletcher between the rings, about 28 feet from the bucket. Left side, here's Rachel Clancy about 24 feet out against Brittany Waddell. She'll launch three, and she'll hit three. Wow. Brittany was right up in her face, and she still buried it. 12-7, Cal Poly with the lead. They're on a 10-2 run as we tick down to 14 minutes remaining in the first half. Here's Brittany. She's got the white headband. Her ponytail bounces behind her. Left wing over to Rhaya Neabors. Right of the circle slightly is Morris. Down the lane strong. Nice finger roll, lays it up and in. Alyssa Morris with the bucket. 12-9, Cal Poly leads UCR as we tick down to 14 minutes remaining in the first half. Wells down the lane, up strong, lays it up. We'll get a block on Rhaya Neabors. Highlander bench thought it should be a charge. So Rhea picks up her first. It'll be the first team foul on UC Riverside. And they're going to send Tamara Wells to the free throw line. Wells, a 5'6 senior from Riverside, Europa Valley High School, redshirted last year. Wells, eyes up the rim. First free throw is good. On the season, she shoots 22 of 31 from the stripe, 71%, averaging 3.2 points and 1.6 rebounds in about 15 minutes a game. 2009, the last year she played against Riverside, 3 games, averaged 17.7 minutes against the Highlanders, had just 2 free throws, and she makes them both. So the lead up to 5 for Cal Poly, 14-9. We're now under 14 minutes remaining in the first half. Left to right, Trishanti to the free throw line. Top of the circle, Waddell for 3, got it. Brittany with the 3, the senior from Hesperia. That is her 151st all-time three-pointer. She's 8 behind Amy Hutchins for 4th all-time in UCR history. Wells, right wing, far side for Cal Poly. Terminates her dribble. Jasmine Lewis is checked in for the Highlanders. 14-12, Cal Poly with the lead. Clancy in front to Johnson, below the wing on the left side. Here's Wells. She'll drive baseline against Trishanti. Is shut off there. Held ball. It'll stay with Cal Poly. Good defense, though, by Trishanti to beat her to the spot and get 2 hands on the basketball. Solid fundamental defense. 13:25 remain first half. 14-12. Cal Poly leads Riverside by a bucket. Johnston lobs left of the circle for Wells, who drives lane against Lewis, lays it up, can't finish. Doesn't matter. She's called for a travel. Turnover, Riverside ball. Here comes Cal Poly in their full court press. Johnston in the backcourt with Wells. Now they'll back off as soon as Trishanti gets the inbound pass. Left to right moves Nottingham for UC Riverside on the left side. Between the rings, Jasmine Lewis about 28 feet from the bucket. Nicole Anderson left of the circle. She takes a dribble, hands the ball to Waddell. Waddell on the left wing, off to Nottingham, front court left. Waddell left wing, long 3. Bounds to the right side, rebounded by Clancy for Cal Poly. Right to left, moves Rachel. Right wing, far side, Tamara Wells for Cal Poly. Here's Griffin, driving the lane from the right side, can't finish. Rebound, Rhaya Neabors for Riverside. Left to right, move the Highlanders. Under 13 minutes remain in the first half. Long pass from Waddell ahead to Anderson. A week ago today. Second one. Rolls in and out, rebound Tamara Wells. Wells right to left for Cal Poly, leading the break. Stops the left of the free throw line to Clancy, back to Wells. 19-footer, back iron, bounds out, no good. The ball tipped around but come away with by Riverside. Here's Nottingham, weaves past Clancy at midcourt, leaving her in the dust. Right wing on the near side. Nottingham resets the offense for Riverside. She's guarded by Burns. Left front court is Rhaya Neabors. She'll put the ball to the floor below the free throw line. Back to Morris, top of the circle, over to Rhaya Neabors. Neabors will drive lane, go right to the baseline and lay it up, and softly rolls in. The Highlanders to within 3. 23-20 as we tick down to 7 minutes remaining here in the first half. Clancy in front, 25 feet out. Right of the free throw line. Free throw line now, Caroline Reeves back in for Cal Poly. Takes a step back to Johnston. Desiree Johnston will launch 3. That's short, left of the left iron, and it rebounds out to Nottingham. Prashanti left to right. On the baseline ahead to Morris, waiting for the pass, who terminates her dribble, tries to put it down on the low block. The ball rolling loose, knocked away by Morris, recovered by Wells, ahead to Johnston for Cal Poly. To a cutting Burns. Teardrop from about 14, no good. Back to Burns, who pulls up from in the painted area, no good either. Rebound, Rhaya Neabors for Riverside. Left to right, move the Highlanders. Nottingham leading the way. In front, here's Brittany Palmer, 22 feet from the basket. Left wing on the far side is Rhaya Neabors against Wells. Right of the circle, here's Rhaya Neabors, 14 to shoot for Riverside. They put it down low. They're going to call an offensive foul on the Highlanders. It's going to go on Rhaya Neabors. So it'll be the fourth team foul on UCR. And it'll be Rhea's first. Rhea goes to the bench, as does Alyssa Morris. Back into the game for the Highlanders are Nicole Anderson and Brittany Waddell. Cal Poly inbounds. Go the length of the floor. Some pressure in the backcourt from Nottingham and Palmer. Tamara Wells moving to the middle of the floor against Brittany Palmer. Here's Nottingham, moves towards her, almost loses the ball. They move it to the top of the circle for Clancy. Baseline jumper is good. Alfudu, the freshman from Brentwood, California, with the bucket. 25-20. Limited action, only her 9th game of the year, averaging 3 minutes a game. Waddell between the rings, 28 feet out. Front court right. Here's Nottingham against Desiree Johnson for Riverside. Nottingham, left wing far side to Rhaya Neabors. Long three, got it. 25-footer for Neabors. Highlanders back within a bucket, 25-23. Right to left quickly, Cal Poly. Clancy in front. Moving to the left wing on the near side. Over to Kayla Griffin, about 28 feet out. To a cutting Johnson underneath. Can't finish on the layup. Waddell up high for the rebound for Riverside. Highlanders, as we tick down to 5 minutes remaining in the first half, trail by a single bucket. Here's Nottingham in front against Wells. Left wing far side, Rhaya Neabors thinks about three. Dribbles to the free throw line. Right wing near side, Nottingham 20 feet from the bucket. Here's Nicole Anderson left of the circle, 22 feet out. Hands off to Waddell. Waddell, left wing far side, now dribbling. 7 to shoot for Riverside. Here's Palmer, pulls up from 15. Got it. Palmer with 2 straight. Highlanders on a 9-2 run, 13. Morris leads the Highlanders in three-point shooting percentage and drains that one. Johnston left to right for Cal Poly, in front against Nottingham. Down all the way to the baseline, blocked by Rhaya Neabors. The right back to her, she restarts her dribble. In the corner, loses the ball. They're going to say it stays with Cal Poly. Johnston trapping her in the corner there along with Rhaya Neabors. 42-39, Riverside with the lead. We tick down to 17 minutes remaining, and here's Rhaya Neabors ready to check in for UC Riverside. She'll replace Natasha Hadley, who's played well. In her 13 minutes, she's got 8 points for Riverside. Clancy inbounds from the corner right of her own bench. Guarded by Morris. Puts for Bletcher, front court right. Resets with Johnston. Johnston, right wing, all the way down. Lays it up, can't finish. Rebound, Waddell on the weak side. Morris, right to left. She's got Rhaya Neabors ahead of her, but she'll keep the dribble. Jump stop, Waddell. Free throw line, back to the basket. Neabors, dribbles. Around Clancy, lays it up and in. Rhaya Neabors to the basket. 44-39, Riverside with 7 straight points, or 5 straight points. Right wing near side, Reeves gets tangled up with Waddell, and that'll be a foul on Brittany. That'll be her 3rd. 4th team foul on UCR, and Tamara Wells back into the game for Cal Poly. Replaces Brittany Palmer, asserting herself on offense. 48-45, she has 6. Pace picking up, Johnston end to end, blocked by Rhaya Neabors, recovered by Brittany Palmer for Riverside. Highlanders now breaking right to left. Right wing far side, Rhaya Neabors. Free throw line to a cutting Rhea, and she'll be called, no, it'll be a block. She won't finish, but she'll go to the free throw line. That was dangerously close to being a charge, but it will not be. The foul will go on Cal Poly, Kayla Griffin. So that'll be her 2nd and the 4th team foul on Cal Poly. And Rhaya Neabors will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Neabors has not attempted a free throw as of yet on the game. First one on the way is good. Rhea, 56.5% free throw shooter on the year. Averaging 9.9 points a game for UCR. Kayla Griffin to the bench for Cal Poly, replaced by Ashley Burns. And Rhaya Neabors will sit down in favor of Natasha Hadley, for UC Riverside. Neabors, 5'11" forward, senior, out of Pomona, California, transferred to UCR from Arizona, and she makes them both. 50-45, Highlander lead out to 5. Left to right against pressure. Trishanti in the backcourt for UCR. Reeves near midcourt. Spins around, goes to the top of the circle against Neabors, trying to break her down off the dribble. Kicks it back out to Johnson, top of the circle against Trishanti. 16 to shoot for Cal Poly. Here's Johnson on the right wing for the Mustangs. Middle post, Fletcher back to the basket against Hadley. Puts it up, won't finish, but she'll draw the foul on Cal Poly. Stretches the lead out to 3 as we tick down to 8 minutes remaining. Right to left, moves Riverside. Morris in front, 24 feet out. Holds the ball high, now terminates her dribble. Right of the circle, Nottingham. Right wing, far side, Rhaya Neabors. High post, right side. Rhea back to Rhaya, lays it up and in. Hung on the rim for a long time. Nice give and go. Riverside back to within 1. 60-59, under 8 minutes remaining. Front court left, Caroline Reeves. Left wing, far side, Clancy. She's dangerous, faced up against Lewis. Tries to put it in for Reeves, knocked away by Rhaya Neabors. They're going to say it went off of Reeves. Possession over to UCR, and Natasha Hadley will check back in, but not before we have a break. 66-64, Riverside by 2. 5.5 minutes remain. Here's Nottingham into the front court for the Highlanders. Front court left, Morris. Right wing on the far side, Hadley 17 feet out. Puts it back to Morris, right of the circle. Morris to the free throw line on the dribble, 18 feet out. Right baseline, Rhaya Neabors lays it up and in. She ties her career high with 21. 68-64, Riverside by 4. Right wing on the near side, Burns for Cal Poly, about 20 feet out, top of the circle, Desiree Johnson. Johnson down the right side of the lane, can't finish, but we'll get a foul on Nottingham. 2 shots here.